Yeah, basically, a movement pad is another thing which is you will hear all the time in my kind of music, and that's basically a pad that will have a few notes in it and a rising filter on it, which you can use via automation to directly control the impact or the urgency of your track. So let's use a synth like Ace once again, which I am spamming out tonight. And we will use, what will we use? I'm a big preset junkie, by the way. I love it. I've only ever made really a few kind of presets of my own in my time, because I prefer to just start with something and work my way from there. So what I'm getting at here is basically like a direct knob to control how full the sound space basically sounds. This is what I use a movement pad for. So, if I go record, I'm recording the that cutoff knob coming through. So it's still got a way to go, but there's a rudimentary kind of just a build, you know, just a big placeholder in the track that says something big is about to happen, and it's getting ever closer, basically. So yeah. I'm going to leave that as it is for now and move on, because I have to sort of hurry things along a little bit here. So yeah, and fusing elements melodically is basically as before, how I copied and pasted these lines to all work together. You know, ultimately they didn't work out so well with that ostinato, but you know, we can do a bit of chopping and changing. But let's say I take this ostinato. Usually, if I actually come up with that ostinato first, it gives me like a really good idea for what I want to do with like a melody or a more, basically a chord line that sticks out more. So give me like some kind of synth sound to go with this. What I've just done there is doubled up that line. I've taken exactly that, everything about it, its essence, its omnisphere, instance, everything has been duplicated. I'm going to take a polyphonic synth of some sort, possibly like, So, going to try a few different patterns here and see what we can come up with. Basically, what I'm going to do here is have these two lines kind of fused together, but one singling out certain notes from the first line and making them more prominent. For example. So now I have that chord line, that ostinato going together. Already I can sort of feel like a melodic kind of structure coming together that could be, for example, emulated by the bass line. So I could take, just as an example, maybe that much of it. I'm doing that Control J to consolidate again, which gives me a MIDI track of that loop. So you could do something like, apologies if this sounds terrible, because it usually takes me a couple of goes to get it right. That kind of thing. Now, if I was just, on any given day writing a track like this, I can pretty much guarantee you that by the time this track would be finished, that chord progression would probably be done away with. Like, the instruments will probably be sounding different. Everything is probably going to get thrown in the bin at some stage. But the point is that by just putting stuff down and taking this musical shape, you then have all this stuff to work with that, just putting that ostinato in, putting those extra notes in has instantly given me more of a direction for that bass line, for example, So I already have just... Put that up an octave, that second note in the chord progression, just to make it sound a little bit clearer. I'm also going to take that little fill that I did before, or has it disappeared? There it is. Oh no, it has. The little fill I did before has disappeared. It's left the building. There it is. Going to try out just this little percussion line quickly. Nope, okay. That's confusing the issue. So, right. So yeah, basically that's just fusing elements melodically.